Francis Grimke was born to a slave mother in 1850 in South Carolina and served as a valet in the Confederate Army until emancipation. After the war, he attended Lincoln University, Howard University, and Princeton Theological Seminary, then became minister of the 15th Street Presbyterian Church in Washington, D.C., the same church earlier pastored by the Reverend Henry Highland Garnett. Grimke was also one of the forces behind the formation of the NAACP, and in a sermon delivered on Sunday, March the 7th, 1909, Reverend Grimke admonished his hearers on their civic responsibilities based on God's righteousness.
The stars and stripes, the old flag, will float over all these states.
Yes. Yes.
If the time ever comes when we shall go to pieces, it will be from inward corruption.
Amen.
From the disregard of right principles, from losing sight of the fact that righteousness exalteth a nation,
Yes.
but that sin is a reproach to any people.
Amen.
The secession of the southern states in 1860 was a small matter with the secession of the Union itself from the great principles enunciated in the Declaration of Independence,
Yes.
in the Golden Rule,
Yes.
in the Ten Commandments,
Yes. Come on, preacher.
in the Sermon on the Mount.
That's it. That's it. That's the
Unless we
word.
hold and hold firmly
Yes.
to
Hallelujah.
these great fundamental principles
Right.
of righteousness,
Yes.
our union will only be a covenant with death and an agreement with hell.
Yes. Amen.
If it continues to exist, it will be a curse and not a blessing.
My Lord.
Through Wall Builders, you'll experience more of America's forgotten history and heroes. You'll discover again our great moral, religious, and constitutional heritage through award-winning DVDs, tapes, CDs, books, and other exciting materials. America's Godly Heritage, Wall Builders' premier video, clearly shows us the beliefs and ideals that once guided our nation's founders. Those ideals have now all too often disappeared. And in America's Godly Heritage, David Barton documents the tragic results. This compelling video is galvanizing support across the country from Americans who want to see this nation return to its sacred roots. For 4 centuries, 3 essential elements formed the core of American education: religion, morality, and knowledge. And these values produce some of the world's greatest leaders in science, government, theology, and jurisprudence. In recent decades, American schooling has turned secular with disastrous results. In David Barton's 4 Centuries of American Education, you'll see the evidence for America's educational decline. You'll also see the leading educators and textbooks of the past that once made America a world leader in education. This video will challenge and inspire us to reach educational greatness again. The powerful video, The Spiritual Heritage of the United States Capitol, winner of both the Angel and Telly Awards, brings to life the exciting religious history of our nation's most cherished landmark. Through dramatic reenactments, you'll experience the great events and inspiring lives that shaped our nation in its early years. Through a compelling video tour, you'll marvel at the works of historical and religious art displayed throughout the building, and you'll discover the true stories of the many godly heroes honored within its chambers. Featuring the only existing tour of the Capitol on video, The Spiritual Heritage of the United States Capitol is an unforgettable journey you don't want to miss. In the role of pastors and Christians in civil government, you'll discover how the church played an invaluable part in the struggle for America's independence. You'll learn about the leadership of Christian founders in establishing American government. By carrying out teachings found throughout the pages of the Bible, Christians changed the course of a nation. The Angel Award-winning video Keys to Good Government reveals why scandals seem to plague public officials today. You'll learn valuable insights from great early leaders such as William Penn, Noah Webster, Benjamin Rush, John Adams, and George Washington. And you'll see how they explain both the loss of integrity and the strategy for restoring it in public life. In The Foundations of American Government, you'll take a look at the powerful effect biblical principles had on public policy in our nation's history. You'll examine founder statements surrounding the First Amendment. Then you'll see statistics showing the downturn our country has made following the disastrous 1962 Supreme Court decision rejecting the founders' intent. Each of these compelling videos is available on DVD, VHS, CD, and cassette. Also available are thought-provoking audio messages including faith, character, and the Constitution, the Bible and the judiciary, and many more. Order at wallbuilders.com today. In addition, Wall Builders offers a wide variety of intriguing works in print. America, To Pray or Not to Pray is David Barton's classic, well-researched examination of the decline of values in America and the staggering social problems created as a result. In Original Intent, David Barton looks at a wayward Supreme Court that has victimized the religious aspect of the First Amendment, separation of powers, and many other protections guaranteed by the Constitution. In the words of the justices themselves, the court has become a national theology board, a super board of education, and a group of amateur psychologists on a psycho journey. In repudiating these activist ideas, Original Intent goes back to thousands of primary documents written by leaders in American history. It shows the founders' ideas about the true place of the Supreme Court in government. For a detailed and intensive biography of one of America's greatest founders, read Benjamin Rush, signer of the Declaration of Independence. The brilliant leader who served under 3 presidents, started the nation's first Bible Society, and as the leading physician of his day, earned the title Father of American Medicine. David Barton relates another exciting but little-known account from history in his book, The Bulletproof George Washington. Enjoy this miraculous true story of God's intervention in battle to save George Washington's life. Another valuable resource is the handy Documents of Freedom, containing the nation's 3 founding documents in a convenient pocket size that's perfect for giveaways or quick reference. In addition, don't miss these historic reprints, Ethics, an Early American Handbook, Lives of the Signers, Noah Webster's Advice to the Young, the 1777 New England Primer, and many others. Also, take a look at Wall Builders' Great American Posters series. All are available through our website at wallbuilders.com, where you can place your order quickly and easily, or write to us at P.O. Box 397, Aledo, Texas 76008. For information, call 817-441-6044, and for phone orders, 1-800-873-2845. Contact us today.